So David, nice to meet you. What is your competitive sport or sports that you've been doing and still doing today?
Yep, so I am a lacrosse player here at the Washington Athletic Club at the WAC. I have played lacrosse for over 20 years now, started playing when I was 6 years old, and then went off to the University of Denver where I played in college for 3 years, and since then have been playing competitively for the WAC along with being the varsity head coach at Seattle Academy for the last 4 years now.
Tell me a little bit about your training program without spilling your secret, but like how do you stay in shape?
Yeah, it kind of varies player to player and sport to sport. But one of the things I like to focus on is making sure that the training is specific to yourself or your player and your desires. It can be really challenging to get out and train more when you dread it every single day. And so being able to find things that you like to do, whether it be cardio, weightlifting, that motivate you to get out and get outside and stay active. Being active is more important than anything else when it comes to staying in shape for a sport. Just making sure you're keeping your muscles active every day.
That's great. What's your favorite way to restore energy and recover from injury?
Kind of a twofold answer for me. When it comes to recovery, I have always been a huge fan of ice baths. I love getting in an ice bath for 6 to 10 minutes and just letting the kind of body flush out. The other piece that I like to talk about with my players specifically is mental recovery and mental rest, and that has kind of two components as well. That it has a piece of actually spending some deliberate time thinking about your performance and recovering from your performance. And the other piece is getting away for a little bit. Those of us that play sports can obsess over results from a game or our own performance, but getting away can allow you to have that little refresh and clarity of mind to be able to attack the next day or attack the next challenge with a little bit more energy and enthusiasm.
What's your go-to food and drinks?
Go-to food and drinks. Ever since I was a kid, my mom always told me that if I was going to have Gatorade, I had to water it down. So that's one of my go-tos. Any electrolyte beverage, add a little water to it because sometimes it can be really sugary. When it comes to food, I try to maintain a relatively balanced diet. Make sure you get your protein and your carbs, and making sure that over the long course of a workout or competition, to make sure you're continuing to fuel your body. And when you get close to those competition times, right, it's high carbs, high sugar, granola bars, keep you going and keep your body feeling good and not dumping a heavy meal on yourself right before you go and try to perform.
When you're on the road, what are the routines and practices that keep you in your best condition?
I'm a huge fan of routine as a whole. I think maintaining some sort of kind of standard plan for how you approach a day or an evening, if you can regulate yourself and prepare your body because you know exactly what's going to happen throughout your day, that's really important. So for me, it's a couple hours before getting a meal. It's spending a little bit of time ahead of the time that you actually have to be physically preparing, maybe mentally preparing, just getting yourself geared up to be in the headspace you need to be and making sure that that remains consistent throughout your season or throughout your competitive career so that you can continue to hone that in.
Some structure.
Some structure, really important to have structure.
Last question. This series is all about rest and restore. What is your inactivity?
I'm a big fan of sitting down and watching a movie. Me and my fiance, we choose a movie, we sit down for the night, try to put our phones away for a little bit, and enjoy resting and recharging away from everything else. Really good way to reset the body and get ready for the next day.
Perfect. Thank you.